Hey, what up YouTube and my fellow Knick Cave dwellers? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. You know I want you to subscribe. It don't cost nothing. It's free. I definitely want you to leave a comment. If you want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit the notification bell. Well, let's get into it. Like I said, the New York Knicks. I got 4 things that I think the New York Knicks need to do on this off season. It need to be a #1 top priority. And that is the #1 top priority. That is who will be the New York Knicks starting point guard. And I know everybody hearing the rumors. The New York Knicks is out there checking out the Dallas games, looking at the Utah games, and likely so. As an organization, you're supposed to do everything possible to make your team better. So you have to check on every rock and stone to see if you can find that perfect player. But let's be honest, the Derrick Rose signing, a lot of people liked it in the beginning, but I'm not going to lie, I did not like it. I thought it was a waste of money. I mean, we could have brought him back. Don't get me wrong, I wanted him back on the team, but not for that many years, even though the second year is an option. So maybe next year is an expiring contract, so it won't be that hard to move Derrick Rose. I know there's a few teams out there that are looking at Derrick Rose and see him as a serviceable player. Might even be the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? They like old guys. Kimba Walker, yeah, I seen my video, so I can't lie. I was hyped. I was more than hyped. I was ecstatic. I was basically yelling in the camera, "We got Kimba Walker. We got Kimba Walker." But it didn't work out at all. So, like I said, the Knicks need to make this one of the top priorities this offseason and finding a long-term answer at the point guard position. And whether it be in the NBA draft, which I really don't want the Knicks to go out and draft a point guard. I know I made it perfectly clear in other videos, but I don't. I think that'd be a waste of a draft pick because I think Emmanuel Quickly and McBride would be good. If they just get the opportunity to play. Look at Jordan Poole. I know it's been 3 years, but he's starting to get the opportunity, and slowly and surely, I guarantee you're going to see Steph Curry phasing out, and he's going to be one of the players taking over Golden State Warriors. And that's what I'm imagining for Emmanuel Quickly and McBride. I know we didn't get a chance to see McBride play a lot, but if you think about it, he did have an explosive game against Houston that gave us a glimpse. But if you go back and watch McBride college tape, you understand that this man is a point guard, and this man needs a chance to shine. And I think he would be a star, a future star in the NBA if he get that chance to produce like I think he could. And like I said, it's just my opinion. I'm not an NBA scout. I'm not at every college game watching whatever. But what I see, I do like of Deuce McBride. And I know a lot of you are surprised when I say we got Quickly, and let's see what Quickly got, because in my past videos, y'all have heard me yell out on many occasions that Quickly is not a point guard. He's not a backup point guard. And he proved me wrong. I'm not going to lie to you. The last couple of games, he had proved me wrong. And I'm looking over there at Tyrone Maxey in Detroit, and I remember both of them playing together, and I'm thinking about how Coach K played them. Maxey wasn't per se the starting point guard for the Duke back then. Excuse me. I don't know why I said K. I just got off. Calipari. I was thinking of R.J. Barrett and everything. Excuse me. I apologize. But how, because he's a Kentucky kid. He's a Kentucky, not even from Duke. But how so I do apologize for that. So how Coach, I'm gonna call him Coach C. How Coach C played them and played Maxey and Quickly, and I forgot the other dude right now. But it was a 3-man rotation. He basically used, and they all 3 was really point guards, to be honest. They just used Quickly more as a shooting guard. And when he came into the league, I think Quickly guard kind of got stuck in that role of being a shooting guard / point guard. But the last few games of the season show me that Quickly, if given a chance, he can run a team. And in my opinion, I already think Miles McBride can do it. He just haven't gotten the opportunity. When he's on the floor, if you watch McBride's game, he's looking more to get others involved before his shots, which is a no-no in the NBA. You have to show coaches that you can score. And we already know he's a better defensive player than a lot of point guards we done had, especially he's better than Derrick Rose, and he's better than Kimba Walker. No lie. That's Miles McBride, that is. Like I said, if Knicks can solidify that point guard position, that'll be the beginning trend of us getting back on the road, being a playoff team. That's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. And please, don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all come through, y'all watch the channel. Maybe y'all don't like it. If you do, hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? It does not cost a thing, and you'll be helping a brother out. I just want to thank the subscribers I got. I got 437 right now. I might be off by 1 or 2, but I just want to thank all of you, and I appreciate y'all. All right, let's get in. Number two, what the Knicks need to do this off season. I know a lot of people want the New York Knicks to sign Mitch Robinson, and a lot of y'all gonna probably give it to me in the comment section, but I'm not sure. I mean, Mitchell Robinson is a good player. I'm not going to lie to you. But I have mixed feelings about Mitchell Robinson. This is his best season since being in the league. He's averaging 8.5 points a game, 8.6 rebounds and 1.8 blocks a game. He's shooting 76% from the field. But my problem with Mitchell Robinson is that this is his 4th year in the league, going to be his 4th year in the league, and he's still considered to be a prospect. Not only that, like, how much he's going to cost us, and is he worth it? Because he's going to be asking for something like 15, 16, and let's not lie, because you know players get greedy. 20 million a year. He's not going to get the 20 million. He'll probably get somewhere between 14 and 17 million from the Knicks. But who knows? Another team might be willing to give him 20 million a year, 3-year contract, 2 years, and that last year is an option. And I think a team would be willing and able to give him that. And I know a lot of people talking about we can sign and trade him for Jalen Brunson but I'm being honest with you, I don't see the Mavericks giving up Jalen Brunson. And in my opinion, that's a pipe dream. Because think about it. Luka Doncic is hurt. And who's keeping them in the series right now? Jalen Brunson. So why would the Mavericks give up this dude when he's an insurance policy for their star player? It don't make no sense. That's the thing about the New York Knicks fans and some of y'all guys out there talking this jibber jabber. It don't make no sense for the Dallas Mavericks to trade or even let Bronson hit free agency. It just doesn't make any sense for that team. If they want to be a contender, and especially the way Bronson playing, I know like everybody's like, oh, Bronson having a killer season, playoff. That's just going to reinforce Dallas keeping this man. I mean, like, why let him get away when you got him on your team already? I know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. Let's get back to Mitchell Robinson. Like I said, he's shooting 76% from the field. My problem is that this, like I said, is his 4th year. He's still considered to be a prospect. Like, how much are we going to cost us? And is he worth it? Now, and this is another reason why I really don't have any qualms of getting rid of Mitchell Robinson. Let's think about the NBA draft. There's a couple of nice centers in this draft that I would like to see. But my number one attraction for me that I want for the New York Knicks, that's Jalen Duren. And I know a lot of people are saying he's going to go higher than where the Knicks is going to select that. And y'all might be right, but when I do my mock draft, I go to Tankathon to do the mock draft. And they have him being taken by OKC Thunder, a pick from the Clippers. And that's the number 12th pick. The Knicks pick 11th. So if Jalen can make it to 11th, the Knicks would be we would have to out Leon Rose on the rest of the management in this organization if they don't pick Jalen Duren with the number 11 pick, if he's there. I know everybody talking about Ty Washington, Johnny Davis, but I don't think Johnny Davis would be there. Hold on, let me look over. I'm looking at it right now. I don't think Johnny Davis would be there for the New York Knicks because he's predicted to go where? Number 9 to the Spurs. I don't know if the Spurs, do the Spurs really need another shooting guard? But that's where he's predicted to go. But I really like Jalen Duren. My son's name is Jalen too. I always like that name. But I think if he's there at 11, the Knicks should take him. What can I say? The dude have a lot of upsides. He have a few cons. And matter of fact, I'm going to make a video about him tomorrow because I like them guys so much. Like I said, he's projected to go higher in mock draft to OKC. They got to pick from Clipper, blah, blah, blah. But if the Knicks was to go out and draft Jalen, it would save us a lot of money. And in my opinion, I think he have a higher upside than Mitchell Robinson. I just think about it because of the way Mitchell Robinson's college career went. And he didn't play that much, if any, in college, a few games before he left and sat out. And I think that hurt him. I'm being honest, as development, in that department, I think it hurt his game. I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to be a star or he's not going to be productive in this league. He's just going to be 2 or 3 years behind other players. That's just my opinion. And I know a lot of y'all feel if the Knicks go out and do draft a center and let Mitch Robinson go, like, oh, the Knicks is going to keep getting younger and younger. And what's wrong with that? If you look around the league right now, that's the team that you can see is going to be the future. These are the teams that's going to be the future of the NBA. Why not get in on the bottom floor right now? We have a great young core right now in R.J. Barrett, Jericho Sims, Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride, Emmanuel Quickly, Cam Reddish. Go out and draft a good center that'll be our starting, because Sims can always come up and be our backup. We got Obi Toppin. We have a nice young core right now. You just got to have faith in it and stop feeding into the pressure of the New York Knicks fans. I know I used to be one of them, but now I sit back and I think about it. How can we make our team better? We can't make the team better by just gluing shit together. We got to sit back, put some shit in the pot, and let that shit simmer. Let it cook all together. Then that's how shit tastes good. Let it marinate together. The Knicks not doing that. Let's be honest. All right, number 3. You know what I'm saying? It's the most obvious, so I'm going to make this simple. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be as short and sweet as I could. Julius Randle. The Knicks got to trade him because Julius Randle is not the MIP the New York Knicks fans once considered him, and that was just a year ago. The dude turned into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde overnight, and I'm not going to lie, Julius Randle has been a polarizing figure for this organization in the short 3 years that he's been here. But I don't think he's going to get back to that MIP form. And the thing is, there's a few people in the organization that think if they were just to surround him with better talent, that he can be that MIP player he once was. I doubt it. And I'm not alone. I'm not alone in that doubting, because there's a few in the organization that think Randle took a step back, which he did, and is coming off of the least productive season, matter of fact, inefficient season since he's been in New York Knicks. And they really feel, which I do, and I know a lot of y'all out there, feel the same way, that he's not a number 1 option. I don't know, not on the New York Knicks, not on any other team. I give him a number 2 or number 3, but Julius Randle is not a number 1 option. He doesn't have the mental makeup for it. You have to be strong. You have to know how to take the heat and stay in the kitchen. You can't fall apart like a wet mop. I'm being honest with you. A wet, old mop, old stinking mop. And I'm not going to lie, Julius Randle is still a good player, but he's, like I said, he's not a superstar. And let's be honest, the man wore out his welcome in New York. He wore it out. You know what I'm saying? You can't go around. You can't do that to New York Knicks fans. You can't do that to no fans and think they're going to want you back. You know what I'm saying? He can come back and he can have an all-star year. And you're going to still have a few players like, okay, he did good, but we still going to be shaking because we New Yorkers. You know what I'm saying? First, we're going to be like this. Yeah, he did good. Yeah, we'll be happy. But we're going to remember what he did the year before. It's going to stay right here. Not even in the back of the mind. Right in the middle, because that's where we're going to be at. We're going to be right on the fence. And that's if he have a good year. But imagine if he come out and stink it up. Man, listen. He think he got the booze this year? Man, it's going to be a couple of fans getting banned from the Madison Square Garden. So I can see the bears flying on the court. That's just my opinion. And I don't think he's going to get back to that MIP or to that 2021 season form. I'm not, and I could be wrong. Like I said, that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. But let's get down to the last but not least, what the Knicks need to do this offseason. And we all know that. Well, I know it, and this is what I want. The Knicks must commit to R.J. Barrett. I mean, let me pronounce it right. R.J. Star Barrett. And let's get this right. Let's get this straight. R.J. Barrett is the second polarizing player on the New York Knicks. And I know some in the organization see him as a solid foundational player, and some may even see him as a potential superstar. And then you got others that see or don't think he lived up to the hype coming out of Duke. And in my opinion, they all are wrong. They're all wrong. Except the ones who see him as a superstar. Let's just back up a little bit, because like I said, he's going to be a star in this league, and that's just my opinion. But it got to be your opinion. Y'all got to feel the same way, because we all New York Knicks fans. Y'all got to feel the same way. And once again, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. And if you want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been gone for a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had a few things to do, but let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's make the New York Knicks better. Let's send all our positive energy to Leon Rose so he can make a decent decision this offseason. And better yet, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope we can get rid of Julius Randle and get something back decent and get something decent back in return. All right. Like I said, they RJ Barrett, they feel the hype is not there from him coming out of Duke. But nevertheless, if you think about this, think about it. RJ Star Barrett did take us for a foot forward step, whatever you want to say. To me, he had a good season. I'm being honest. The man averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists per game, shooting 41% from the field. And I know that's not, efficient numbers, but I think that you can contribute that mostly to, and I say mostly to, the struggles of the team. That the team was struggling. We was under the tutelage of a very stubborn coach. And we had a selfish leader in Julius Randle taking 50 shots. And then to prove a point, he won't take a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's some bull crap. Tomorrow, not only going to be talking about my man Jalen Duren, I'm going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. I know this is a New York Knicks channel, but Brooklyn is a New York Knicks basketball team. But I just want to talk about the what ifs and what could have been if we had gotten him or Kyrie Irving. But let's get back into RJ Barrett. Like I said, I know them are inefficient numbers, but like I said, that can contribute to the team, the way the team played. But the Knicks, they should be building around RJ Barrett, who asked me, because RJ Barrett had that star potential. Like LeBron James, if I want to bring up what I'm about to say, is basically, it's going to be in my video tomorrow. So I'm just going to scratch this last part, and I'm just going to get to my saying. But before I get to my saying, I want y'all to hit that like button. Definitely subscribe. Come on, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. But with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.